Our main story tonight is government surveillance, and I realise most people would rather have a conversation about literally any other topic, including is my smartphone giving me cancer, to which the answer is probably, or do goldfish suffer from depression, to which the answer is yes, but very briefly. But the fact is, it is vital that we have a discussion about this now, because an important date is just around the corner.
One big date to circle on the calendar when it comes to a very controversial subject, the reauthorization of the Patriot Act and all of the controversial provisions therein. June 1st, they've got to come to an agreement to reauthorize or curtail those programs.
Yes, some controversial provisions within the Patriot Act are set to expire on June the 1st. So circle that date on your calendars, everyone. And while you're at it, circle June 2nd as well, because that's Justin Long's birthday. You all forgot last year and he f***ing noticed. Now, over the last couple of years, you've probably heard a lot about strange-sounding programs such as X-Key Score, Muscular, Prism and Mystic, which are coincidentally also the names of some of Florida's least popular strip clubs. Welcome to X-Key Score. Our dancers are fully unredacted and Tuesday is wing night. But if you don't mind, I would like to refresh your memory over some of this. And let's start by focusing on the most controversial portion of the Patriot Act that is up for renewal, Section 215, which I'm aware sounds like the name of an Eastern European boy band. We are Section 215, prepare to have your hearts throbbed. There's the cute one, the bad boy, the one who strangled a potato farmer, and the one without an iron deficiency. They're incredible. But the contents of the real Section 215 is actually even more sinister.
It's called Section 215, nicknamed the Library Records Provision, which allows the government to require businesses to hand over records of any, quote, any tangible things, including books, records, papers, documents, and other items.
If that sounds broad, it's because it was very much written that way. Section 215 says the government can ask for any tangible things, so long as it's for an investigation to protect against international terrorism, which is basically a blank check. It's like letting a teenager borrow the car on the strict condition that they only use it for car-related activities. OK, Mom and Dad, I'm going to use this for a hand job in a Wendy's parking lot, but that is car-related, so I think I'm covered. Section 215 is overseen by a secret intelligence court known as the FISA Court, and they've interpreted it to mean the government could basically collect and store phone records for every American, the vast majority of whom, of course, have no connection to terrorism, unless Aunt Cheryl has been gravely mischaracterising the activities of her needlepoint club. It's a sleeper cell, isn't it, Aunt Cheryl? You will hang for this, Aunt Cheryl. You're a traitor and a terrible aunt, not in that order. Now, the government will point out that under 215 they hold phone records and not the calls themselves.
What the intelligence community is doing is looking at phone numbers and durations of calls. They are not looking at people's names, and they're not looking at content.
Yes, but that's not entirely reassuring, because you can extrapolate a lot from that information. If they knew that you called your ex 12 times last night between 1 and 4 a.m. for a duration of 15 minutes each time, they can be fairly sure that you left some pretty pathetic voicemails. I don't care who's monitoring this call, Vicky. We should be together. Pick up the phone, damn it. I'm a human being, not an animal. Now, the Patriot Act was written just after 9/11. And for years, it was extended and reauthorised with barely a passing thought. In fact, it became so routine that when it was extended in 2011, one newscast just tacked it onto the end of a report about a presidential trip abroad.
Chip Reed, CBS News, traveling with the president in Deauville, France.
Also in France, by the way, President Obama signed into law a 4-year extension of the terrorism-fighting Patriot Act.
Also in France, by the way, he threw that in like a mother telling her grown daughter that her childhood pet just died. Oh, nice talking to you, sweet.